One morning, when the falling leaves swirled and the first traces of frost could be seen in the trickling streams, Little Red Hood's mother said,
"Arise, put on your cloak, and go see to your grandmother. Wake her from her trance if she needs to be woken. Clear the path to her cottage if it is littered with fallen leaves and branches, and take along this basket. I have filled it with food and healing herbs to help her through the coming winter."
The scent of snow rolled down to the valley from tall peaks that gleamed like fangs in the sharp sunlight. High overhead, a pair of dark-winged birds whirled and soared under the clouds, croaking out ominous warnings and brushing the ground with corpse shadows as they passed. Yet, Little Red Hood had no cares for warnings or shadows. So happy was she for the chance to see her grandmother. She started from the cottage with a skipping step and a song on her lips. But before she could go far, her mother summoned her back with a stern and serious warning.
"Little Red Hood, come here!"
Her mother called from the doorway, watching the dark shapes in the sky with a frown.
"Before you go, listen carefully to what I tell you.
Yes, Mother.
Little Red Hood replied cheerfully.
I am listening.
Stay in the middle of the path. Walk quietly and do not stray, no matter what interesting or pretty things you may see,"
she warned.
Yes, Mother.
Little Red Hood nodded.
I will stay on the path.
"Do not stop to talk to anyone you should meet, no matter how kind they may seem,"
she continued.
"For there have been reports from the other valleys, strangers seeking a way in from the lands beyond the mountains."
No, Mother.
Little Red Hood agreed.
I won't talk to anyone.
And she wondered about the other valleys, the strangers, and the lands beyond.
"No matter what may happen, keep your destination a secret, for our secrets are our survival."
Yes, Mother.
Little Red Hood nodded.
I will tell no one of my destination.
With that, she set off into the forest, while her mother watched carefully from the doorstep. As she began her journey, Little Red Hood minded her mother's instructions carefully. She walked in the middle of the path, stayed completely silent, and revealed nothing of her destination. The entrance to the trail was well lit by rays of bright autumn sunshine that shone through the trees. Mischievous squirrels, chipmunks, and wood mice scampered away as she approached, hiding in the branches, squeaking and rustling in the fallen foliage as they hunted for food to get them through the approaching winter. She smiled at their antics, but she did not stop to chase them, no matter how much they squeaked, for she was mindful still of her mother's words, and on she went. Soon, the path turned from the streams and sunlit patches and plunged into the shadowy heart of the forest. The rays of sunshine became dimmer and more scattered, and the limbs of the great trees more gnarled, reaching up to blot out the light. Little Red Hood did not like this part of the forest, and her pace quickened as she went along. She strode briskly and with purpose, right in the middle of the trail. On and on she walked, until at last she came up to a small clearing. Here, an ancient grove stood off to one side of the trail, marking a place where grandmother said the spirit ancestors tarried in their journeys between their world and the world of the valley. The spirits gathered in this place to transact their secret business, whispering and cavorting out of sight of the living. Little Red Hood's limbs felt cold as she paused there. She looked upon the grove and shivered, but not from the cold. She felt eyes upon her, and their gaze was not wholesome.